Hi, my name is Shira. Okay, so I was on a walk and I got this very clear sense of being present. And I realized that people talk about presence like, oh, just be present, be in the moment, know how you feel. And it makes no sense unless you've actually been present and you know how to find that. So here's my explanation of finding presence. Presence happens outside of time. So life has happened to you. We can think about the past and we can think about the future, except for like moments or those who are very spiritually aware, babies or children. Children live in the moment. They're very true to themselves, and then they learn through socialization to mask parts of themselves or to avoid certain things because they don't want things to happen again. Or you know the drill. You've been there. You know. Presence happens outside of time. That means letting go of everything that's happened before, everything that will happen. But this comes through the understanding that everything, most things in life, is an illusion. It is just your perspective. And that doesn't mean it's any less true than the full picture, because you are experiencing it and that is your truth. But it's so easy to be lost in the ego trying to survive in this world. It can be uncomfortable if you're always living through this. So the present moment is your spirit. It is you being alive. It's your actual selves that gets to have an ego, to be social, to experience life. But at the root of it, at the very core of it, we have this now moment. And at the now moment is where your spirit lives through you. Nothing that's happened before is happening right now to me, and nothing that will happen in the future is happening right now. That gives me a sense of peace, because I know right now all is well. It's like if you were to live only for the next 5 minutes, it takes so much pressure off. If you were to live for your whole life and be so responsible for everything that's gonna happen to you, which by the way you're not, because the universe helps you. If you were to be responsible for everything, holy crap, that's so much pressure. You have to do all of this in this amount of time. Okay, great, that's awesome. Have something to work towards, but at the end of the day, you can only focus on what you're doing right now. And the most productive thing, to set yourself up for any actual productivity, you need to feel okay. You don't want to put in your energy into something when it feels like you're like squeezing the life out of it. It's squeezing the life out of you at the same time and you're not enjoying it. It's just a means to get somewhere or to impress someone or to find this or that. But it's too much effort. Real substantial things don't happen when you're so frazzled. Who wants to live like that? A lot of people do. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. But you don't want to live like that. You want to find something that you actually enjoy. And to find something you enjoy, you have to come back to yourself. So it is very, very important to feel okay now. If you can't find a way to feel okay now, please find a way to feel okay now. Being present means I know how I'm feeling right now. I know that nothing in my life will ever turn out the way I expect it to. Nothing in my past was actually ever the way that I fully remember. There's so much truth. I'm not trying to take away any of the things that happened to you, but I'm saying that lives then. You already went through that. And yeah, there are patterns that we learned. Our egos can't just die all of a sudden, like all that momentum stops. Unless something stops it and you have this big, huge awakening, then great. Right now, you can practice being in tune with your body, feeling how you feel. Come back to yourself as much as you can. It's really just a practice thing. Because life is going to keep happening, but it is up to us to keep practicing, coming back to ourselves, seeing how we really feel about something, acting through your truth, Not acting in the sense that if I'm feeling bad, I'm gonna act on it right away. That's not what I recommend. I just mean being like, okay, this makes me feel this way. What does that teach me? I don't want this. What do I want? Practice not being in your thoughts. Practice actually looking around you. Actually seeing what's around you. Practice watching how a tree is present. Nature helps. If you watch how still the tree is and it just grows and it loves the light and it loves the water and it grows big and it produces fruit sometimes. Same with the sky. Take time to enjoy things. If you like meditating, meditate. If you like yoga, do yoga. If you like playing with your dog or your cat, do such things. It brings us back to joy of the moment, joy of simplicity. True substantial work or productivity comes from love. Yes, we can do things outside of love because we just feel like we need to do them, but it's not as enjoyable. Presence comes from enjoying simple things. Then we can live simple, feeling good lives. So good luck practicing not being in your thoughts. Catching yourself starting your thoughts. Catch it early if you can. Being aware of your breath. That's really centering. Doing things you loved doing as a child. Coloring, drawing, singing, dancing. Being as if you are a kid. You have all the time in the world because you're just at home. Imagining what it would be like to just let yourself be and do what you effing want to do. Not because you need to do it, because it feels good and that's what you want to do. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a break. If you're feeling like you're purposeless and you don't know what to do, get up. Just do something. You don't have to do much, but to feel like you're doing something. You could write a whole list of things that you want to do, and you can maybe not want to do most of it, but maybe there's one thing on the list that's like, maybe I'll do that. It'll make you feel good about yourself. Make you feel like you're actually doing something. Then you can cross that off the list. You don't have to do much, but doing something to bring you a sense of being in control of your life. You'll never be completely in control, but you can be in control of what you make yourself do. I know there's always like things that we need to do, but practice actually listening to what you want to do and knowing that at the end of the day, you always have yourself. Everyone else will be doing their thing and you can do yours, and you are loved. Let yourself receive that love from yourself, from others. Let yourself love yourself. You could treat yourself like a little kid. If you don't want to do something, fine. If you want that slushie, oh my god, I really want a slushie right now. Get yourself that slushie. Chances are you're an adult now and you have the power to do that. Or maybe you're not an adult. Maybe you're a teenager and you have money. Go get yourself a slushie. You know what I mean. Okay. Love you guys. Have a good day.